disloyalty, betrayal, torture, pain, misery, haunting, and crucifixion. Every time you and I sin, we are placing Jesus in every single one of these positions. So what happened to Jesus during the crucifixion? Well, physically, he was whipped. The crucifixion sometimes began with a whipping on the victim's back. The Romans used a whip called a firebrand, which consisted of small pieces of bone and metal attached to a number of leather strands. During the scourging, or whipping, the skin was ripped from the back, exposing a bloody mass of tissue. Extreme blood loss often causing death, or at least unconsciousness. In addition to the whipping, Jesus faced severe beating and torment by the Roman soldiers. If you'll turn in your Bibles to John chapter 19, we'll be reading verses 1 through 11. Pilate then took Jesus and scourged him. And the soldiers twisted together a crown of thorns and put it on his head, and put a purple robe on him. And they began to come up to him and say, "Hail, King of the Jews," and to give him slaps in the face. Pilate came out again and said to them, "Behold, I am bringing him out to you, so that you may know that I find no guilty." Jesus then came out wearing the crown of thorns and the purple robe. Pilate said to them, "Behold the man." So when the chief of priests and the officers saw him, they cried out, saying, "Crucify him, crucify him." Pilate said to them, "Take him yourselves and crucify him, for I find no guilt in him." The Jews answered him, "We have a law, and by that law he ought to die, because he has made himself out to be the Son of God." Therefore, when Pilate heard this statement, he was even more afraid, and he entered into the praetorium again and said to Jesus, "Where are you from?" But Jesus gave him no answer. So Pilate said to him, "You do not speak to me? You do not know that I have authority to release you, and I have the authority to crucify you?" Jesus answered, "You have no authority over me unless it had been given to you from God. For this is the reason he who delivered me to you has the greatest name." So, we've looked at the physical pain that Christ went to, but now I want you to look at what he went through mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. When Jesus was on the cross, almost no one was on his side. John chapter 19, verses 25 and 26 say that there were 4 people who supported him. His family and friends had been torn away from him, and he had been betrayed and denied. He was torn from his Father in heaven, which was the worst of all of these. What I want to challenge you tonight is to lie in bed at night. I want you to think of everything you've done. Think if it was sinful, or if it was good, if you were pure, or if you were still sinful and good. Ask yourself, did I do the best that I've done today to help myself, to make myself better for tomorrow? Remember that every time you sin, you're mocking Jesus just as he was mocked when he was on the cross. Think of what you could have done, and you can do to glorify and lift him up. How you could have shown love and trust this. Disloyalty, betrayal, torture, pain, misery, haunting,